The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Let's Study. This is the second part of the video on the poem The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow uses literary devices in the poem The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls. He used literary devices like personification in this poem. Personification is to give human qualities to non-human things. For example, but the she in the darkness calls. She in the seventh line is personified as if the she is a human that can call someone. The second example is in the line 8 where he has personified she waves, the little waves with their soft white hands, if the waves have hands. Another device he used, imagery. Imagery is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. For example, the tide rises, the tide falls. The little waves with their soft white hands and efface the footprints in the sands. This is the example of imagery. Assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sounds in the same line, such as the sound I in the tide rises, the tide falls. So here we get the pronunciation I. The tide rises, the tide falls. Another literary device is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line, such as the sounds of the and so. In the she in the darkness calls, and the sound W, U, in the little waves with their soft white hands. Another literary device is consonance. Consonance is the repetition of consonant sounds in the same line, such as the sound of S in darkness. So, darkness settles on roofs and walls. So here we get consonant sound repeatedly. Another poetic device is symbolism. Symbolism is using symbols to signify ideas and qualities, giving them symbolic meanings that are different from literal meanings. Similarly, she is the symbol of darkness and footprints are the symbol of life's achievements. So, the she and footprints symbolizes some another things, like similarly she is the symbol of darkness and footprints are the symbol of life's achievements. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow uses some poetic devices used in the poem. The rhyme scheme. He used the rhyme scheme. Followed by the entire poem. The rhyme scheme is A, B, B, A. And the end rhyme is used to make the stanza melodious. The examples of end rhyme are calls, falls, brown, town, hands, sands. These are the example of end rhyme. Here we go again. Calls, falls, brown, town, and hands, sands. These are end rhyme in the poem. A stanza. Stanza is a poetic form of some lines. There were 3 stanzas in this poem, each of consists of 5 lines. That means that each of the stanza contains 5 line stanza. There is a repetition of the line, "The tide rises, the tide falls," which has created a musical quality in the poem. The lines that are repeated at some distance in the poems are called refrain. The line "the tide rises and the tide falls" is repeated with the same words. It has become a refrain, as it has been repeated in all three stanzas of the poem.
Quintain. Quintain is a 5-lined stanza. There are 3 quintains in this poem.
Substance. In the poem "The Tide Rises, the Tide Falls," Henry Wadsworth Longfellow draws the picture of the evening. Evening time symbolizes the last phase of human life. The poem is dark in tone. The fresh "The tide rises, the tide falls" suggests the cycling process of birth, death, and rebirth. The darkness is called by the curlew birds in the twilight sky. Death comes to human beings like the darkness. The old man rushes to his tomb. Once born, death is inevitable. Birth, death, and rebirth is a natural cyclic process of the universe. Likewise, the rising and falling of tide is a natural phenomenon which is unending. The achievements of human life are erased from the world. All the memories fade away, and comes a new morrow. On a new working day, every living as well as non-living beings are engaged in their own activities. Therefore, the world is running at its pace, and one has to accept this truth of life, come what may, welcome death without any hesitation. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel, like, share, and press the bell icon. Have a good day.